if you have been concealing your personality to fit certain crowds, to fit certain people, you know, to fit certain, circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to specific crowds, when it comes to like your mom or your dad or your friends or your coworkers, you have like different personalities, so you won't come off as weird, or you won't come off as soft, or you won't come off as goofy, or you won't come off as a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to tell you that first, you are not alone, and second, it's a common thing, bro. For you to have different personalities for different times, bro. Yes, it's common. It is common, but it doesn't have to be that way. Listen, bro. And I could speak highly on this because that was me, bro. Like, I'm 26, so I thank God that I experienced all of this stuff at a young age. Like, I grew up fast in a sense. So by the time I hit 26, I no longer have to, switch up my personality, switch up who I am for specific people in order for them to like me or see or respect me or see me as a funny person or see me as the serious person or see me as the goofy person or see me as the holy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God that I experienced the personality switch ups. You know what I'm saying? So, first I want to say the effects. Let's talk about the effects of always having to switch up your personalities. Okay, first of all, it is draining. Okay, it's draining, and I tell you why it's draining. It's draining because it's hard. Because first of all, it's hard. It takes a lot of energy to not be yourself. Like, a person, you like, people think that a lot of people are stressed out and tired because they just not eating good, or they just not exercising, or they are spiritually fatigued, but they don't mention how they can also be tired and stressed out by betraying somebody they're not, or giving a lot of energy to to be a specific person for a specific someone. You know what I'm saying? That takes a lot of toll. That takes a lot of energy out of you to, when you see you could be yourself around your brother. You know what I'm saying? You could be your natural goofy self around your brother, but when you get around like your coworkers, you gotta put on this serious front. Like, you gotta put on this loving front. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of energy, and the reason why it's draining is because you're covering yourself. You're covering your true self. You are covering your natural you are naturally, you are naturally covering yourself. Like, you are not doing your personality any good by concealing it to fit a certain area. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot of energy out of you because it's hard to cover up. It's very draining. It takes a lot of energy to cover up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so long before the true you comes out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want people to see the true you. You know what I'm saying? And I can say all this because I went through it. Like, it was a time where I wanted to, I wouldn't say fit in, but I didn't think that my personality was keen enough. It wasn't, hard enough. It wasn't goofy enough. It wasn't wise enough. You know what I'm saying? So when I got around specific people, that's what they got from me. That's all they seen from me. They seen the wise person. They seen the tough person. You know what I'm saying? They seen the direct person. They seen the silent person. Like, I was giving them so much personalities that I lost myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. I am all of those. Don't get it twisted. But it's the fact that I am not all of those all in one. Okay? When it comes to personality switching up, I was not all of them with specific ones, and that takes a lot of energy. And then don't let and the crazy part is, don't let all of the people who I gave the personalities all come together. Now I am going to try to figure, in my mind I'm trying to figure out what personality should I give them, because now the person who I was giving my nice personality to just met up with the person who I am funny around, you know what I'm saying? And not all of them together. Now I'm trying to figure out what personality should I give them, and that is a lot. That takes a lot of energy, and that also makes them look at you as authentic. You know what I'm saying? They lose respect for you, because it's like, bro, like, weren't you just happy the other day, but now you know what I'm saying? Now you mad, now you mean, like, not even mean, now you like silent now, like, oh, he the quiet type. And then you got the person who you're not quiet around be like, he is not quiet. So now you trying to battle which personality to give him, and honestly that irritates people. That makes people irritated, because it's like, bro, they don't know who you are, so they only going off what you gave them. And then the fact that a little bit of you creeps out of you trying to be, you know, just funny to them. They also see the serious part of you, so now they don't know who you are. So that makes people irritated. Like, you don't even understand. People get irritated around you when you are not your true self, okay? When you are not your true self, because you are constantly trying to be this cool guy, or be this tough guy, or be like this person that's cool with everybody, and then be with somebody, and then be around somebody that you are silent with. You know what I'm saying? That irritates people, and that also makes you tired. That makes you stressed out. That makes you want to stay in. That makes you avoid socialization, because you don't know what personality to give them, okay? And like I said, I was there, and I know how this goes. And I thank God that I'm no longer living in that anymore. And I'm going to show you exactly how you get out of it, the true natural way, okay? This is probably going to be the best be yourself video that you have to watch, that you will watch, and it will change you. I'm telling you, because it did for me. Okay, first of all, let's set the ground here. I am 26 years old, okay? A lot of people call me a old soul, okay? My girl calls me a grandpa, and my mom, she just called me that a couple like last week. She was like, you know what I noticed about you? And I was like, what? She was like, you move like a grandparent. And I said, what? And she was like, you talk like a grandpa, you walk like a grandpa, you move like a grandpa. And I couldn't do nothing but just be like, dang, I guess I do. And then I look at, and then I'm listening to my girl, like the photos I be sending her be like grandpa photos. It be like regular photos. Like, it don't be no filters, no nothing. It just be regular photos. Like, imagine your grandpa taking a photo. Like, the camera is under you, and you just look down. Those are the type of photos I be taking, bro. And I be like, bro, that's cool. That's a fire photo. So, but you know, this ain't the first time I heard that. Like, I've been here. I'm always the friend that gives advice. I'm always the friend that, you know, gives wisdom. I'm always the friend that's telling the people around my age, that's the crazy part, that, yo, you should go this way, you should go that way. And these are people around my age. And these are people older than me. Let's not forget, these are people older than me that is looking to me as a grandpa as well. Like, they come to me for advice, and I'll be like, bro, you about 40 years old, you know what I'm saying? You 39 years old. I should be learning from you when it comes to certain things. But I thank God that he has created an old soul in me. And let me tell you, this is for all the old souls, bro, that's 26 years old. I'm pretty sure y'all can relate to this. Y'all just can't fit in with people around your age. No matter how many events you go to with people around your age, you just cannot click with them. It's nothing wrong with them. They done nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? They're not lame. They're not funny. You just can't get along. You just can't click with them. And then when you try to, it's just like you're out of your character. Like this goes back to being yourself. Like I'm an old soul, so when I get around 26-year-olds, that's not necessarily old souls, but I try to fit in, you know what I'm saying? I try to laugh when they laugh. I try to enjoy the stuff they enjoy. I try to be on that tip, you know what I'm saying? And that drains me, because I'm like, I should be enjoying the same stuff they enjoy, because I'm the same age, you know what I'm saying? I'm 26. I should be out there partying and clubbing and YOLOing, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be in the house enjoying my peace. I shouldn't be in the house. I shouldn't think being in the house all day. I don't be in the house all day, of course. I'm a workaholic, but what I'm saying is I shouldn't be thinking that being in the house all day, kicking my feet up, relaxing, drinking tea, watching, you know, old childhood shows should be fun at 26. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the average 26-year-old, if you see the 26-year-olds now or even around, they are out and about. Like, they are going to strip clubs, they partying, they smoking weed, they sexing everywhere. Like, they are living it up. Quotes, living it up, right? But I'm just not on that tip, bro. That stuff just isn't exciting to me. It just isn't fun to me, you know what I'm saying? But what I used to do was, in order for me to fit in or to make them seem like I'm cool to them, I would try to laugh when they would laugh. I would try to do the things they would do in order to show them that, hey, I may be an old soul, but I can definitely kick it too, you know what I'm saying? But even though that worked for a minute, they obviously started to see that, hey, I can't invite him, I can't talk to him, because he gonna mess up the vibe. He is going to make us reflect on our lives, you know what I'm saying? He is going to give us advice, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it is, I don't even be saying anything. It's just the vibe that I give off that makes them want to stay away, because they know that when they see me, it's like they seeing their grandpa, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're seeing their dad. It's like they're seeing their spiritual leader, their bishop or their pastor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do what I want to do around him. Even though we the same age, I can't do what I want to do around him, because I will feel convicted, I will feel wrong, you know what I'm saying? So what I would used to do is, I would understand this, because I knew that they will feel some type of way when I'm around them, because the presence that I have, and I'm an old soul. But I used to just forget all that and show them that I'm 26 just like you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that weighs a lot of stress. That makes you tired. I'm telling you, bro. I'm guaranteeing you right now, if y'all are tired, I'm gonna just assume this. If y'all are tired and stressed out, it's probably because you have multiple personalities that you are trying to keep alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just assume that, because that was the problem with me. I used to wonder why I was so weary, why I was so tired, why every time I go to sleep and I wake up still tired. It's because I used to put on so many fronts to fit so many people. And what made me continue doing it is because people thought that was me. People thought that I was only funny, you know what I'm saying? People thought I was only serious. And once people seen that, I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I can do with this. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't have to show them the real me. If they cool with just seeing the goofy side of me, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But that is wrong. Trust me, that is wrong, because you are not being your authentic self. Your authentic self is what you're hiding, because it was the same with me. That was what I was hiding, because I didn't want people to think that I was too, like I said in the beginning, I was too goofy, I was too real, I was soft, you know what I'm saying? When I got around certain people, like when I got around the quote unquote hard people, I used to try to be hard around them, you know what I'm saying? When it was the funny people, I used to try to be funny around them, you know what I'm saying? And when it was a funny part, bro, at a place when they all got together, bro, and I was stuck, bro, I was completely silent the entire time, because it was too much to handle, you know what I'm saying, with all of them in front of me. But this is how I got out of that, right? This is how I got out of that, because this is a serious issue that people do not talk about, bro. I guarantee you, bro. This is how you do it. Once I started accepting that I am an old soul, and once I started seeing that I just can't get down with people my age, once I started to realize that, I started to see who I am more comfortable being around, who I drew to the most. And y'all want to know who I drew to the most, who I became more comfortable with the most, who helped me become my authentic self, no matter who it is. I don't have to switch it up anymore. This is who I am. This is what you get. And whether you like it or not, I'm not switching up. I started hanging around the elderly, y'all. I started hanging around older folk. And I'm not talking about like 30-year-olds, because 30-year-olds are still young. 40-year-olds, that's technically still young in a sense. Like, they are still battling the switch up personality. So I ain't even talk about them. I'm talking about 60-year-olds on up. When I say, when you hang around the elderly, when you hang around older folk that's 60 and up, when I say you will become you will start to love yourself. You will start to become your authentic self around them. And I'll tell you why. Because when they hit, you gotta understand, once you are in your 60s or higher, you have reached a point where you don't no longer care about what people say about you. You no longer care about how people feel. Like, it sounds harsh, but it's so true. When you hit 60 years old and higher, maybe going on 60, maybe like 55 and up. When you get like 55 and up, bro, you no longer have the energy to put on a front with anybody. You no longer have the energy to hold back what you say, to hold back what you feel. You no longer have the energy to not tell people how you feel for real. Like, you no longer have the energy to be afraid of anybody. Like, you no longer have the energy to you know what I'm saying? You no longer have the energy to do any of this stuff. And once you be around people like that, it builds and it grows on you, and it becomes subconscious to you. And now you are also, and then understand, that's them stepping to their authentic self. You know what I'm saying? They no longer have, like, if they are mean, by the time they hit 50 and 60 years old, that's all they is. That's all you gonna get from them. They is not trying to change. They ain't got the energy to change. They don't care to change. If they were mean, by the time they hit 60 years old, then they gonna be mean. If they were goofy, by the time they hit 60 years old, they gonna be goofy. They not switching it up for anybody. They don't care what other people think once you hit 60 years old. And I started to hang around older folk, and I just started to develop their characteristics. I started to realize how authentic they are to themselves. Bro, my job, I work with older folk, like retired folk. And when I say all of them are their natural selves, like, you have an old folk, you have an elderly that is genuinely goofy, okay, genuinely goofy. He don't switch it up for nobody, okay, nobody. Even if, no matter if they say he's too goofy or he's not as goofy or whatever, like, he is his natural goofy self. And then you have another retired person that is straightforward, okay? When they get together, two different personalities. When I say they get together, bro, they accept who they are. They accept that person will never change. So they just begin to love them. They just begin to accept that is who he is. By the time he's 60, he is not changing. 70-year-old, he is not changing. So I am going to just accept him as goofy. I'm going to accept him as, rude or mean or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, around that time, they don't care, okay? And that's how it is with all of the elderly that I'm around, that I work with. And they call me the young cat, you know what I'm saying? But when I say I can be my true self around them and not feel judged, not feel judged, that really builds into you, and you just start to walk with this authenticity. Like, you just start to walk around with your natural God-given self. Like, you just start to walk with this I don't care what people think mindset, or this is who I am and accept it, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't care who sees me, or, you know, I don't care if you think I'm too harsh or not. Like, you just walk around with this mindset. And I used to ask God, like, why can I fit in with people my age? Why do I feel so comfortable with people that's like my grandparents or my mom? Like, I could hang around my mom. My mom is about to be 50. Like, I can hang around the much older folk more than, like, I'm more comfortable around them than people around my age. And I figured it out why. It's because people that's 26-year-old, people around my age, they are still trying to find themselves. They are still putting on multiple personalities. They are still trying to appease others. They are still trying to be liked. They are still people pleasers, you know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't get jiggy with that. I just couldn't get down with that. So when I started to hang around like older folk, I see how they ain't got time to be being pleased by others. They're not people pleasers, bro. I'm telling you. They just don't care, you know what I'm saying? And that is the advice I want to give to y'all that is struggling with being your true, authentic self. Hang around older folk, hang around the elderly, bro. I'm telling you. And kind of just soak it in, bro. And don't take anything that they tell you personal. Like, if they are mean to you, don't be bucking and don't be getting in your feelings, bro. Don't be soft. Don't be sensitive when it comes to that. That's just who they are. They is not changing for you. They don't care what you think. So if you can think they mean, whatever, like, if you depart from them, they not gonna care. And if you tell them that they're being mean, they not switching up. So get out of your feelings, stop being soft, and talk and get around elderly people. Let all of those personalities seep in and see that they don't care. And you follow that, and you start to understand and realize, like, dang, they don't care. And then once you be your true self around them, they don't judge you. They don't judge you. They don't come at you any kind of way. They accept who you are because they accepted who they are. So they ain't got the energy. And then another thing I like about older folk is they will tell you what needs to be said. When I say the fear of other people is no longer in them, they don't even have the energy to fear other people when they get a certain age. Bro, that's how it's gonna be when you surrounded by them, bro. Me personally, I'm not this big and bad and tough guy. I'm not finna go on the camera and be like, I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of no nigga. I ain't scared of no. It's just you have an intense confidence. Like, you have so much self-love inside of you that you no longer fear anybody. Like, whatever needs to be said, you gonna say it. Whoever needs to be confronted, you gonna confront them. Like, you don't have to walk around like this big, bad, I'm macho, tough guy to prove people you aren't afraid of them. No, these old folk aren't afraid to say what's on their mind. They just don't have the energy to hold their tongue back. And that's how it is when you step into your authentic self, bro. That is part of being authentic, bro. You have so much confidence and self-love. When you feel something isn't right, you speak on it, regardless of how a person feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with older folk. And that's what I did to break these multiple personality struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a struggle. I don't care what people talking about. Like, don't let people think this is normal to adjust yourself to different crowds and different people in order to fit in and let people and you know, that's wrong. Okay, that is tiresome, that is energetic, and that is not good for your body. That is not good. That leads to stress, and that also will not help you in the long run, because eventually your true self will come out. Okay, so I just needed to leave y'all with that, man. If you want to become your true authentic self, bro, hang around older folk. And I used to be like, God, like, I can hang around old heads. You'll catch me hanging around old heads more than you do people my age, bro, because I can sit there for hours. My neighbor is he is 68. My neighbor is 68. And if you can ask him, if he was standing here, I would literally go outside, and because he always outside, we always chatting. He usually be outside, but he's not outside right now. I would literally grab this camera, go over there and ask him, how many times have we been sitting in his garage just talking about life? You know what I'm saying? You don't get that with 26-year-olds around people that's 26. And if you do, like my boy James, okay, James is another old head, and I am thankful for James. Me and James be talking for hours and hours and hours about life, bro. I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. James is another old soul, okay? And we have family members, we have cousins, we have friends that is around our age that we just can't get along with, bro. We just can't sit there and smoke. We just can't sit there and go to clubs. We just don't think that stuff is lit. We just don't think it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like the people around my age, they enjoy getting lap dances. They enjoy, you know, these very big, thick women with tattoos. Me personally, I was never into that. You know what I was into? And I thank God I have a girl that actually fits this character trait. You know what I was into, that I was always into? I was into the girls that did not really care about social media, that was not really big on social media, bro, that worked at Publix or Boston Market or Walmart. Them type of women, they are simplistic, they are basic. That's the type of life that I want, and that's the type of life that I have, and that's the type of female, the type of women that I'm dating right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's how old folk live. They're a very simplistic life, bro. And that's and the more I started to realize that I'm a very simplistic guy. I'm talking about everything is boring. I mean, like when I want to chill, when I'm not like, of course, when I'm not like working on my business or nothing, I am at home chilling. I am not in no clubs. I am not talking to a bunch of females. I am not sexing around. I am not, you know, smoking. I am not doing that stuff. I am at home chilling, drinking my tea and vibing. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not doing that, I'm talking to my neighbor. Like everything about me is boring, bro. My money, my budgeting, like I keep my money moves nice and boring. You know what I'm saying? I keep my wardrobe nice and boring. Just a basic tee, basic shoes, a basic everything. You know what I'm saying? I keep it basic and I keep it boring, bro. I do not see wearing a whole bunch of Gucci as popular. I never seen that. I always thought that was dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I just needed to get on here and say that, bro. Like I stepped into my authentic self, bro, and I love it, bro. Like I am direct, I am loving, I am caring, I am goofy when I need to, when I want to be. I am all of these things, and I no longer switch up for people in order for them to like me, bro. It's really a chain breaker, bro. So I just needed to get on here and say that, man, bro. Hang around elderly folk, bro. Hang around older people and observe them, bro. And you'll observe them so much that it's like you're sucking in their personalities, their realization of how they see life, and you start to see life the same way they see it, and you just become them. You just become an elderly person, you know what I'm saying? At a young age, you start liking what they like. They like subtle music, you start liking subtle music. They like to drink tea all the time, you like to drink tea. They like to talk about life all the time, you talk about life. You see the positivity of life, you start to see the positivity of life, bro. You no longer let struggles beat you down, because they didn't let it beat you down. Look at them, they are 70s, 80 years old. They obviously overcame a bunch of struggles, so it's kind of like you fitting in with that same mindset. When a struggle comes, bro, you just look at the brighter side, and that's how it is when you around elderly people, bro. And that's my personality. Like, now I'm not saying you will become like them. What I'm saying is you will realize how they are their natural God-given selves around that age, and you just become your authentic self when you hit a certain age, when you hit 26, because people that's 26 and that's 30 and that's almost 40, they are still living in these personalities, you know what I'm saying? And I thank God that God helped me, and I thank God that he gave me these experiences at a young age. Like, I was drinking at a young age, I had sex at a young age, I never smoked, but I experienced all of these clubs at a young age, bro. So now I'm 26, and that stuff is just old, bro. It's just old. Now I just want steady income, which I'm getting, and I want peace. Like, I have a girl, You know what I'm saying? I have a very beautiful woman. I have a God-fearing woman. I love her. And that's all you want, bro. You would think that you would want this stuff at a very older age, you know what I'm saying? But I want all this stuff at 26 and I have it. Like, I have a very simplistic life, bro. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I thank God for that. And yeah, so I just wanted to leave y'all with that, bro. Like, I've been through it, bro. I know what y'all going through, bro. And it's very avoidable and it could be demolished, bro. It is a chain, and don't see nothing else. Don't justify your chains, bro. It is a chain. So yeah. Oh, and also, if y'all want to buy a logo shirt, bro, this is a Slow Lawyers, bro. I will leave a link in description and down below, bro. Thank you for the support. People have been buying this shirt, bro. It represents my brand, Courtesy Nation, bro. And yeah, so y'all be safe, man. Be yourself.